We're just sitting here drinking cognac, sucking back on some Cuban cigars, and reading Hemingway.
It's Hemingway.
Bugger!
I'll stop you there.
So good until then.
Also had a little bit of a thought. I think I need to take the itinerary off you.
I've been wanting this.
With a
I've
bit
been
of a beat.
secretly wanting this. Did
So
you guys plot this behind my back?
nah.
I know that I'm happy that this has happened.
I just woke up this morning and I was like,
I was starting to lose stress about it. I mean, lose sleep about it, not lose stress.
okay. So in
You're going to do the itinerary in musical form.
no, I'm just like, this is the itinerary bit. So
that's nice.
and the way the itinerary works is you number off things on the itinerary first, and then
Yeah. Normal itineraries.
so itinerary 1 is going to be calling Tom. Okay, so if you're new to the podcast, what's that?
Ian is his
Let's
name.
not use full names here
Okay,
until we get permission.
okay.
So we're just going to call Ian.
I also called him Tom, so
Yeah, that was bizarre.
that was deliberate.
Nice,
not
clever.
using full names.
Did use his
Keep up,
surname,
Tom. Keep up. So basically, if you're just joining us, we got a 40-year-old photo album. It's got the words mini album written on it, and Turncoat Tom, our button pusher, found it in his house on this very high shelf, and it's filled with all these photos from a trip to Ithaca, which is a little town in New York, the state of New York.
and it was a trip to Gamma's house.
Yeah, it's just it's a trip to Grandma's house.
No, Grandma's house, isn't it? Yeah.
Grandma's house.
Grandma.
Grandma's house.
A trip to Grandma's house.
And it was covered in dust, wasn't it, Tom?
It's covered in
Oh,
dust.
my God. It was like on the high. You couldn't see it.
There was more dust than album. And there's a little index
Full of
here,
asbestos.
and he's got 22 photos in the photo album. There's a photo of her house. There's a photo of these like little kids, the cousins, and it's all it belongs to this boy called Ian. That's all we know. It's got Ian's book written on it. And look, for a long time we thought it was cursed. Woody thought there was some serial killing going on. There's a photo of a tree mulcher in there, and you thought they were putting the bodies in the mulcher.
Well, no, there's 3 bits of evidence. Can I just quickly go over? Because you're making me sound like a madman, and I'm not.
A madman as opposed to a madman.
Yeah, I'm a madman.
You're a madman.
I'm a madman. He's a madman.
He's a madman.
Well, you're making me seem like that, and I'm not, because I'm actually quite
But you
evidence-based.
are a bit of a madman.
I'm not a madman. I'm a normal man. Tree mulcher.
Yeah.
I just think that could be destroying evidence. Pig farm. What did we
It's
learn?
not there's no pig farm.
There is a pig farm.
There's a pig farm.
There's a visit to the pig farm.
Visit
before
to
they
the
go
pig farm.
Well, there you go. It's a visit
airport.
to the pig
Oh,
farm. It's
yeah,
not
but as if he's going to say, I'm going to the pig farm to get rid of evidence, Will. Duh. Number three looks like a private jet.
Yeah.
And who's not there? The rest of the entire family.
There's no one else in the photo. It's just a photo of a jet. Ian's not in the photo.
Ian took the photo because no one else is there.
And you think he killed everyone and fed half of them to the pigs and put half of them in the mulcher. Okay, fine.
I've just said that maybe.
Now,
maybe.
if you're just joining us here, what you need to know is that yesterday's podcast, look, which I'm sure, for all the devoted fans out there, for those of you that are watching us on YouTube, it might have been interesting, but I think that for the majority of people, that would have been a really shocking listen.
we basically listened to Tom do an awesome internet searching, which
Really good
obviously
Googling.
you can't see.
It was just Tom Googling and just yelling out how elated he was.
Oh my God! I
with
found another piece.
with every step that he took, which, to be honest, given that we're on this journey together, was quite entertaining for us. But
for us, it was amazing.
I think we probably should have had a little bit of a chat beforehand about what we were doing on the podcast, and that will be itinerary 2. After we've made a phone call in a second, we probably need to talk about what we're doing on the next podcast.
Plan.
Well, not plan, but like
Let's not. If we have a meeting for the podcast, I think I'm out.
silence. So
We're not having a meeting for the podcast. That's real show. So are you shushing me?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I'm back in charge of the itinerary.
He's saying we're having a meeting on the podcast about the podcast.
I don't like that.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Why
You have
not?
no
Just
power
because
here,
I've lost the
Gandalf
itinerary.
Graham. I am back.
You get drunk with power.
I do, 100%. Everyone knows that
What
about
if you
me.
get a little bit of feedback after this podcast of like, well, Will, pump the brakes, mate.
Yeah.
We like democracies, not dictatorships.
Well, then I just hit you with the soft sounds of an oboe.
Sounds like something that Fidel Castro would do.
Can we call Ian?
Hit him with the oboe. Okay, so
let's call Ian. Let's call Ian.
So the reason we are calling Ian is because of the great steps Tom took yesterday in finding Ian, who is the little boy who made this book 40 years ago.
Yes.
We're going to find out, A, is he a serial killer?
Wait,
B, is it just his book? C,
I was going to ask you.
yes.
So I've obviously had some pretty aggressive theories and thoughts. Is that
Yeah.
maybe something I should not be saying to Ian, though? 'Cause
Well, the
we're-
great news is our podcast now on YouTube and on all streaming services, the behind the scenes. So even if you don't tell him, he's going to be able to go back through and listen to the fact that you're calling him a murderer.
I think I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, because
I just don't want to say it to his face.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
So I think we can all...
classic cowardly play.
Exactly.
I'll torture behind his back.
Totally. I know the playbook. It's fine. But so in this conversation, we're just going to go with, hey, mate, found your photo album. Beautiful. You've nothing untoward.
Untoward.
Stop correcting me. You all know what I mean. You all know.
Untoward. What's that on your face? Is it a pimple or a toward?
Nice. That was a good burn.
Thank you. Would you like to burn off your toward with some...
All right, that's enough.
Okay, sorry. So what you guys should know is that in the Tom's Google search yesterday, now I'm not revealing too much here, Tom.
No, we're not going to say that where he works.
I'm not going to say where he works,
No.
but what I can say is that since we found Ian on the internet, and we found Ian on the internet because we found out that his grandma, the grandma's house that he visited,
Elsie.
she was an academic.
Yes.
First
Elsie.
woman to get a philosophy degree from Cornell University.
That's right.
Pretty incredible.
Wow, there you go. On International Women's Day. How nice is that?
Yeah. And has a very successful published book on
Yes.
copy editing.
Yes,
Amazing.
Yeah.
yes. So successful, in fact, that that's how we found Ian. Is we
Yeah.
found like this, the obituary notes,
obituary of Elsie's,
effectively on
funeral.
online, and like that was,
Awesome.
she's survived by,
Yeah.
because Ian has since changed his name.
No.
Well, he has.
No.
Well, we're not
yeah.
sure.
No, because as I told you yesterday,
Yeah.
if there's a grandma,
Yes.
that grandma can
Doesn't-
have a daughter.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
the daughter can get
and she
married.
married. The daughter married. Yeah, and that's how the world works. Tom, very well said.
The daughter.
So
got
anyway,
married
it turns out Ian's surname.
to Ian.
Yes. So it turns out. No, shut up. So it turns out. It turns out that Ian. Shut up. It turns out that Ian's surname is not the same as his grandma's.
Correct.
That's why we couldn't find him. So he's got a
Yes.
different surname. So I can't say
still-
what that surname is.
Still
But
confused about the family
we
tree.
found
but
him
yeah.
online, guys. We found him online,
Yeah.
and since that, we have found out that he is arguably
So interesting.
one of the most interesting people. Like, this guy translates ancient Persian scripts and Sanskrit
Yeah.
for a living.
It's
That is
amazing.
his job. He's like Robert Langdon from the Da Vinci Code. Although I don't know if
Is
he's
that Tom
good at-
Hanks?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Although I don't know if he's good at water polo, but like, he's sexy. Like, he's good looking. He's
very
dashing.
Yeah, we've stalked him. Like
I found him,
online stalking. He plays instruments,
He plays the
multiple
banjo.
instruments.
Can we
He plays
call
the
him?
banjo.
Yeah, let's call him. Let's call him.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to talk to
Yeah.
this dude. So I think we have to tell
Oh,
him.
so how'd you...
Optus advises that the number you have dialed is
shit.
incomplete or incorrect.
We built
Please
it
check
up
the
so
number and
much.
dial again.
No.
Where was that lead, Tom? What was that? What number was that off?
That's off the.
That's off the
it's his,
website.
that's off his profile.
He has a website.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
an
no,
academic.
well, he
He's
doesn't
a
have
professor.
website. It's on
He's
the.
a, he's
it's
a
on the-
professor.
It's on the website.
He's a professor.
So it's on his school's website.
Correct.
Yes, on the
Bugger.
university's website.
Okay, do we need to
So
just
surely
go-
we just call the uni.
Yeah,
Just
we
call.
do that.
We just call the front desk.
did we just do that? Well,
Do we need to tell the front desk we're recording a podcast?
We can cut that out.
sounds like a let's just see what happens and figure it out later.
We're sorry, your call
Bugger.
cannot be completed at this time.
I think we need to
Please
go.
hang up.
Do we need to just go?
I'm
to
back on the murderer path.
Totally.
Hang on.
Oh, that's a very, very annoying noise.
It was meant to be. It was like, shock horror.
Okay.
It's an oboe.
Can we just a little note? Can we turn Will's keyboard just down
What is
slightly?
going on?
I think Will. What do you think
Let
about?
me try one more thing.
What do you think about just do it next pod on the road and
Yep.
we just go to the university?
What do you think about tubular bells?
Better than whatever the hell else.
The
you
oboe.
did
You didn't like the
before.
oboe.
I hated the oboe.
Yeah, I'm happy to go to the.
Optus advises that the number you have dialed.
Jesus Christ!
I think we need
why,
to.
How does this place not have
I think
a
we,
landline?
I think we need to next pod. We need to rock up with phones and go to the school and like a current affair this.
Why
shit.
are we not rocking up with phones? I tend to take my phone.
Huh?
I tend to take my
Sorry, I
phone.
mean like with recorded. We record on our phones.
Let's take our phones in our cars and go and go to the university.
Let's put clothes on.
Yeah.
Let's take our phones. Bring maybe some snacks, and let's
Put our children in daycare and head off. Yeah, no, I agree.
right.
So
I just
you
want
want
to go
to
and
confront
find
him.
Well, I don't know. I think confront's a very aggressive word. I just want to like, hey mate, hey,
Hey.
we're just here to talk.
Ian, is it Ian? Ian, we're here to chat.
We're here to talk.
Is this yours? Hey.
Yeah.
No, look.
Yeah.
Looky, no touchy.
Exactly.
Now,
We
did you kill your grandma and feed her to the
Oh no,
pigs?
don't go with.
Yeah.
Actually, you could be bad cop and I could be good cop,
Oh, yeah.
and I could hit you and go, hey, we don't think that. That's appalling.
Good cop
And then-
doesn't hit the bad cop. If you hit the bad cop, you die, bitch.
Okay, so I'd stroke you and go, hey, calm down, calm down.
Hey, shh.
Like Hulk, like I'm Scarlett Johansson and you're the Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll start stroking your palm and go,
Sun's going down,
sun's
big boy.
going down. Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And he'll be like,
He'll
okay,
be
one
like-
of them's gentle.
He'll be like, oh, okay. He'll be like,
And then he'll go, hey, good cop, you come with me. And then he'll
Yeah.
trust me in a private room.
that's not where you want to be with this guy.
Yeah, but I'm willing
He
to do it
speaks
to find the
ancient
truth.
Persian.
I'm willing to do it.
What are you going to address him in? Are you going to address him in Sanskrit, or are you going to?
Can you give me a greeting in Sanskrit, please?
Well, no one speaks Sanskrit anymore. It's like an ancient
Could you
Indian
give
language.
could you please look up a Persian hello? Poo Pants has done it for me.
It's also
He's been-
written in characters rather than in letters.
Okay,
Sanskrit is impossible to.
Namaste, Ian.
Hey.
Oh, I don't know how to read that. Sorry. Punara Sanaya, Ian.
What does that mean?
Goodbye, Ian.
Now you die. Well, that's what if he says to you at any stage, "Punana Sadai,"
Oh, I know I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble.
You're out.
I know what that means, Ian. I know what that means.
You're gonna put me in the mulcher. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you got to be worried about that. Tom, I feel like we've.
We're going to need to find another phone number.
Oh shit!
Sorry, guys.
I've wasted another whole podcast trying to find.
I don't think we've wasted it. I think there's a good plan there and maybe physically going to this
Do we
place.
feel like we made some steps with me in charge of the?
100%.
Great.
My only feedback would be just ease up on the keyboard.
Silence. KV wants to page in.
I have a connection to the university that he works at.
Oh, this is good. Can you
Nice.
please get...
Next pod.
By the way, we shouldn't need KV to have a connection to the university. It's not like we're trying to find a distant relative. We're talking about like a massive international
can't-
institution. Why can't you find the phone? You could find Ian. You can't find a phone number.
I can't dial out 1-300 numbers on our system.
Why has the university got a 1-300 number?
Because
All right,
it-
this is what I was talking about. This
We
is
need the
this is
in.
behind the scenes,
Yes.
chat. People on the
KV?
podcast do not need to hear.
No, this is
How-
good.
My brother works there, so
What?
he can get his number, no doubt.
Yes, get your brother to look up the internal directory and get his mobile number.
Oh, brilliant. God, you're good at this, Tom.
Well, he just spent 5 minutes trying to call
Oh,
a number in
piss off.
Australia,
Oh, it's a
so
technical
I don't know.
That's
That's a
just
technical
a
issue.
Little blight
stupid
on
Kiss
little.
Studios.
Alrighty, that's gonna be all.
So next pod,
yeah.
we're going to call KV's brother.
No.
Oh, no, sorry.
We'll just have the number.
Sorry.
We won't call the brother to get the number.
That's what I'm talking about, Woody. This is why you've had the itinerary taken
But
off you.
I just think it's important to keep these
Don't
steps
think-
on the
no,
pod.
I don't think so.
No,
Well,
it is. I want to hear the conversation with KV's brother.
You have lost all of your authority
I don't
in
like-
this podcast.
No, damn it. This always happens.